Thank you and good evening. Tonight from Moorhead Sports Center, we've got high school hockey as the Spud boys get ready to take on White Bear Lake. And it's been some time since these teams last met. In fact, we asked Tim Sager of White Bear Lake what his recollection was. He thought it was about the year 2005 when these teams last played. And we mentioned that to John Ammerman. He said, well, I would have been a young player on that team. And he recalls, and both coaches then recall just how that game turned out. The game played here was won by Moorhead. Then 2 weeks later, it was played at the holiday tournament at XL Energy Center, and White Bear Lake won that one. And so with that, we're ready and set to go with a rematch of sorts. Some 16 years later, Moorhead and White Bear Lake tonight at Moorhead Sports Center. Junior varsity got things off to a good start as far as Spuds hockey is concerned with a 9-0 victory over the White Bear Lake junior varsity. Both teams are going through adjustments in their personnel. There's been a lot of sickness. There's been a lot of injury on both teams, and both coaches, Tim Sager of White Bear Lake and John Ammerman of Moorhead, making adjustments on their personnel list and their lineups and their rotations as they play throughout tonight. One of the most noted is Ed Goal. Normally, Nick Petman is not a starter. He has played just but one game and has allowed 4 goals, 89% saves. Nick Petman apparently is the starting goaltender tonight then for White Bear Lake. Jacob Vanette, who started the first game of the season for the Spuds in the loss to Wayzata, is back in goal tonight for the Spuds, backed up by Oliver Judd. And again, because of sickness and injury, the decision has been made. Jacob Vanette will be in goal tonight. 4 goals against average and 85% saves for Vanette. He'll be on the spot tonight as the Spuds take on the Bears of White Bear Lake. More from Moorhead Sports Center when we return after this timeout.
Sports Center, home ice reported Spuds this evening. We extend a warm welcome to the players, coaches, and fans from White Bear Lake High School. Thank you for your attendance and for your support of the student athletes competing in this game. Fans, game officials have asked the coaches and captains to emphasize the importance of good sportsmanship, and that all behavior should reflect this important character trait. Please hold yourself to the same high standard of conduct by recognizing good plays, respecting the decisions of the officials, and cheering positively for your team. The referees assigned to this game, Mr. Craig Keats and Mr. Doug Durgan, the linesman, Mr. Brendan Scott. Moorhead School District wishes to thank Sanford Health for sportsmanship coverage at our athletic contests. A special thanks to Moorhead athletic trainer, Mr. Tony Adams, for being here this evening, as well as Sanford physician Dr. Ben Newby.
As we take a look at tonight's game, the Spuds taking on White Bear Lake, and Rob Grammer, we take a look at how the Spuds performed in their last outing. A tough loss at Buffalo, 2-1 was the final in that one. And Moorhead, as we listen and try to hear what John Ammerman has to say about his team, you never quite know what team is going to show up on a given night.
Yeah, early in the year that can happen to a team, some inconsistency in how you play, and that's the difference at this level, or really anytime you step on a field or a court, is if you can get consistent about your effort and how you go about the game, you'll generally have consistent results. And thus far, to this point of the year so far, that the team maybe hasn't been that consistent, and I think we'll see what Coach Ammerman has to say. I'll be interested in.
And it seems like there isn't that much in separation between what they think is their game and what they're playing.
Yeah, and even in the losses, they've shown a lot of zone time and puck possession and scoring chances and quality scoring chances, out shooting most of the opponents that they've lost to. But it's that little extra to finish and score and have even manage the momentum of a game. Like some of those things are overlooked and important too.
And so with that, the Spuds and the Bears from White Bear Lake battle for the first time in some 16 years. Let's see, now that doesn't put you on the ice though, does it?
No, no. I wish it was that recent.
Yeah,
No.
It was 94, sometime before that.
No, but we did play these guys, and when I played in high school, and there's names on here like number 9 Nolan Road. His dad is one of the guys we played against. So you got.
Well, you know what? I'm
guys.
finding out in a real way that things go around, they come around, and we're looking out. There's a Grammer out there on the ice.
Well,
I know his dad.
That's true, and we're 8 games in. I'm glad you mentioned that. I hadn't noticed. I hope we notice him soon.
Spuds and Bears tonight. I'm looking forward to a great game, I think. 3-2 on the year for Tim Sager's Bears. They've had a couple of games postponed, and so they've had some time off that they hadn't planned on, and yet they're coming off a nice win over Totino Grace. The one disappointment, I think, in their schedule so far is an 8-0 whitewashing by Edina.
Well, and Edina seems to be whitewashing everyone right now, so I don't know that, obviously you never like that kind of loss, but in looking at the rest of their schedule, maybe they're not feeling as bad about it because Edina's hot right now. But yeah, White Bear's going to bring it. They are. They have such a strong historical program. They're always going to be solid. So I don't expect anything less than a heck of an effort out of the Bears.
Tim Sager mentioned too, he said, we'll be in it, but we can't ever overlook Hill Murray. Playing out of the same section, it seems like the Hill is a representative year in and year out.
Well, the battles between those two and epic section final games at that Aldrich Arena down in St. Paul.
Games that I know the players from both teams will never forget having been a part of.
Absolutely.
And the Spuds are coming off that loss to Buffalo, 3-4 on the year, so we got two teams that are hovering around that 500 mark heading into tonight's game.
Yeah, and this starts to get to the point of the year where you want to start to have separation, and the record isn't everything, but you don't want to be hovering around 500 or under too long. You want to start to string together good hockey and good wins and start to build momentum towards that late January, early February push to increase your positioning for playoffs and really be playing your best at that time, but it starts now.
It almost seems orchestrated that they will play whatever type of game they can play at this point, hoping to get better, playing to get better, working to get better. In that way, it seems like it's orchestrated to perform that way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, I think the coaches, from what we've seen over the years covering the Spuds, they like to see what they got. They're going to let the kids show them what they have, and then they'll make some adjustments, and then, they'll go from there, and then they'll make some more adjustments. And with this particular coaching staff for Moorhead, you generally see the team playing their best at the end of the year.
And that has come in a long line of coaches that the Spuds have had. The starting lines have been introduced for the start of tonight's game. We'll be back with the drop of the puck after this timeout. We talked briefly in our pregame comments of one of the major adjustments that will be in place for tonight's game, and that's how to adjust with the lack of some players. Not only just a couple of players, but several players. Both Moorhead and White Bear Lake suffering in personnel department because of injury and illness.
Yeah, and I just learned, we just learned that the White Bear Lake starting goaltender has a broken thumb, and he's out. So you add in the illness from this time of the year, and you know, what do you do? It's a classic case of how do you respond? How do you deal with the adversity or just the change of the abnormal routine and abnormal personnel around you? And there we go. Let's just try it and see what happens.
Yeah, and that's basically the comment coaches were made. We got to do what we got to do, and let's play hockey. And that's the approach that's being taken tonight. So as we meet out at center, Gavin Lindberg, who is healthy, at least we think he is on the ice to handle the faceoff, and he'll stand in against Tyler Bishop. He circles around, and finally steps in to handle the faceoff, and it's drawn back with a Moorhead. Spuds pick it up. It's Andrew Searles who sends it off to the far side. A long pass. It hit a skate of Carson Triggs, bounced free, and the Spuds are in the zone. Centering pass, wind-up shot. Oh, it hit the pipe. Bounced it back up on top, and it's tipped out to center ice where Andrew Searles catches up to it, and the Spuds backpedal to get loose. On the near side, it's backhanded in by Harper Bentz. It rolls down behind the net. Gavin Lindberg in a hurry got down low to force the pass out on the near side, taken by the Bears. Outlet pass comes along the near wall and ahead for Aiden Welch, and it comes near side. Play continues on up on top. Here's the look in by Nick O'Brien. It bounces up and away, saved by Jacob Van Aert, and it comes near side. Spuds play it out. Here's Gavin Lindberg. Behind him, the Spuds are changing. Backhanded down deep in the corner. They'll give chase as Aaron Ryerson goes hard into the boards with the White Bear Lake player. Back to the near side as they play. It's picked up and worked around by Tyler Kotzmacher. And it comes to the near side. Here's a turnaround pass down low by Joe Belisle. And it rolls all the way out to center ice where the Spuds are waiting. Play it off the boards right in front of their own bench area. And from one side to the other. And here's the work out to the far side by Joe Corton. As he works in, it comes back out, taken back by White Bear Lake. We are just underway. No scoring so far. And here comes Tyler Kotzmacher. Pass goes on, saved by Van Aert. Off to the far side where the Spuds pick it up, and a return pass comes along the wall, and Wyatt Tweet has it bounce up high in the air, and it's swatted back out to center ice where Colby Creer goes rink wide to pick it up. He turns and sends it down low, and it'll be picked up in the corner by Joe Belisle of White Bear Lake. Now Corton comes in, forces the play loose. Corton being battled, being pushed around, and it loose in the corner, rolls out to the point. Spuds keep it in. Here's a quick shot, a wrister from way outside, but hauled in by Nick Petman to keep the game scoreless.
Yeah, up and down the ice. The Bears get their first decent chance of the game as they float one into the slot on a rush into the zone, and Jacob Bennett with a big save.
To the far left, to the far left side of Nick Petman. Spuds pick it up. They walk their way in. It's blocked away by Petman, and it comes out to Grammer. He winds up. He shoots, and it's blocked in. He was looking for a blind shot of that one, but Petman caught it before deflection, and it stays scoreless.
Well, that one reminded me of watching the Mighty Ducks back in the early 90s. That was a knuckle puck. Do you remember that, Larry?
I don't.
Yeah,
that's
one,
outside of my category.
No, that one knuckled in there. It was a little bit tough for the goaltender to handle.
To the near side, out to the point for Grammer. He takes a look, drops it near side, deep into the corner. From there, Caleb Alderson, and it comes back along the wall. Alderson tracks it down. He backhands it out in front, and it's pulled away by Aiden Akins. Into the zone, the Spuds are backpedaling to pick it up, and here comes Jack Arnold. He winds, he shoots, and it's blocked away. No glove save there for Petman, but a block out to the corner, and play continues on. Along the near side, lifted ahead by Brady Borgested, and down deep to the near corner, back up ice, the outlet pass deflected. White Bear Lake tips it out to center ice. Here's a chase for it there. Finally picked up and tossed ahead, chased down in the corner by Joe Schiller. Ringing it around to the near side, to the near corner. Quickly in position, Joe Belisle got there first and hands it off. Here's a turnaround shot right up in front, and Van Aert has had to be sharp early on as he makes the save there and throws it back into play. The Spuds on a lead pass out. That placed safely in where it's gathered in by Grady Gallatin. Along the near side, early still, 13:39. First period left to play. A couple of scoring opportunities for both teams early on. Joe Schiller from Moorhead backpedaling. He tried to outlet pass and it was pulled away. Then Charlie Olson comes up with a quick wrister about belt high, and it was an easy save for Jacob Bennett, if there is such a thing as an easy save.
For those guys.
Not us.
But Jacob's been sharp early, as you mentioned. Yeah, and he's right up on top of his crease again, tracking the puck well.
So with the puck down, the Spuds chase it behind their own net. Then it's pulled away by Josh Hoover. White Bear Lake has it down deep in the corner, and then Moorhead reaches in to pull it loose. Outlet pass to the far side. Wiggles its way loose and comes as the Spuds work it up ice. A touch pass for Wyatt Tweet. He tosses it in, but tossed it in offside. And that stops play now with 13:04. JV getting a nice win tonight. Earlier, setting the tone for this one. It was 9-0 the final there.
They jumped out early and often on that one, and had another nice performance from the junior varsity squad.
Still unbeaten.
They tend to do that, those guys.
Still unbeaten. As we go down low to the far side, it's rung back behind the net. Tipped off to the far corner. Tracked deep by Aiden Welch of White Bear Lake. It gets off his skate, bounces free, turned around down low, pulled in by Nick O'Brien. He battles it loose, Spuds on a good pressure down low. Here it's pulled away, backhand down low. He tried a backhand shot and it's tipped away. Tweet was right out in front, but the puck got bounced and it tipped all the way out to center, pulled in there. Here's Aaron Ryerson on the way in. He slips through to the far side and turns the corner. Tries to center it, but the White Bear Lake defender was right there to swat it away. From out at the point, another long shot sent in. This one by Jack Arnold, or Colby Creer sending that one in. Save made. Play stops. 12:19 to go, first period.
Good bit of tight gap work from Joe Grammer on defense in the neutral zone there. Stopping that rush early in the neutral zone and poking it up to his forwards to turn it back.
Play out at the blue line. Backhanded. Down deep in the corner, watched by Grady Gallatin to the near side. Spins it to the corner, sending it back far side where it's picked up by Charlie Olson. His outlet pass comes all the way up and through. Tyler Kotzmacher. Kotzmacher got there. Goes down behind the net where it's all bottled up. Couple of Spuds, a couple of Bears, and it works loose. Near side for Nolan Rode. Up on top and a shot that was just wide of net. The rebound comes right in on goal and another nice cover-up. Jacob Bennett, we're going to probably say his name a lot tonight in the fact that he is covering up well and spotting the puck well.
Yeah, nice work by the Bears. Working the puck out front, and I guess you could say they Kotzmachered it out there. They got it out front and tried to work it in on Jake. No, all right, never mind.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
To the corner, worked off to the far side and in on goal, and it's swatted away and it comes out to the near point. Here's a look in by Joe Belisle. Tap down low, blocked and saved. Rebound back to the Bears. Kick near side and along the wall. Near the point, and it's pulled in by Colby Creer. Off to the far side, the return pass comes all the way down. That'll set up icing and bring the play back up all the way into the White Bear Lake zone for the faceoff. 11:21 to go here in the first period. Shots are starting to mount up already. 7-5 shots on goal advantage. Moorhead, but no score.
Yeah. Again, all the Kotzmachering aside, Vanette was very sharp again with White Bear having a lot of pressure right out in front of the net.
Play to the far side, circling around, ready to stand in. Josh Hoover of White Bear Lake squares up with Gavin Lindberg. Lindberg draws it out to the edge, and it's picked up by Harper Bentz. Playing it along the wall. Dish down deep into the corner for Carson Triggs. He breaks behind the net to try to catch up to it and does. Pulls it away. Stick is lost. And that belongs to White Bear Lake as the Spuds now set it up here. So wind up on a shot from behind the slot. Backhand shot and goal. A rebound goal for the Spuds to grab a 1-0 lead. And that looked like Carson Triggs picking it up and scoring, and the Spuds break out.
And it's, a good, again, down low pressure, just good forecheck from the Spuds. But what you see is the patience of Gavin Lindberg when he gets the puck up top, he's on his backhand, which isn't a favorable spot to be, but he just does a little bit of a wiggle to create some space to get that initial shot off, and then Triggs with great net front presence and the ability to corral the rebound and throw it up top. Nice goal from Carson.
For Carson Triggs, his 5th goal of the season. And the Spuds score first to take the early lead. We'll see if there are any as the Spuds quickly bring it right back in. Tipped back into the corner. Loose and along the wall, out near the point. Kept in nicely by Joe Corton. And then it's worked out of the zone and it comes all the way back up. Carson Triggs with the counter. He seems to be in the right place at the right time for the Spuds on his goal scoring. Meanwhile, play continues out at center ice as Joe Corton has it rung off to the far side. Assists on that last goal go to Joe Grammer. That's his 6th of the year, and to Harper Bentz, his 9th assist and 13th point of the year. Carson Triggs with the goal, and it's 1-0 Moorhead. On the near side and out. It's deflected all the way down on goal. Steered off to the side where it's picked up by the Bears. They're struggling to gain control as the Spuds put a good heavy pressure on and tip it loose. Grammer comes up with it, lost it, turned around, sends it in deep as play continues. Around to the far side. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the first period. Here's a long pass from the far side. Waved off down, play will continue. Time of that Carson Triggs goal at 6:03. From behind the net, played back to the far corner, gathered in by Joe Belisle. Out to the far point and out to center. Here come the Bears. They come in 3-on-3 into the near side, tapped in by Tyler Kotzmacher. Back out now to the near side and gathered in. Michael Delaney sends it off to the far side where his pass actually hit on one of the Moorhead players getting into the box. Jack Arnold had a rattling ankle. Here's the play by Triggs, walking his way in, shoots, and it's blocked away. Boy, he hugged the pipe tight on that one to force the play back out and right in on goal on the return. Rebound picked up by Michael Delaney of White Bear Lake. He sets up behind the net, turns and looks up to the far side. Tapped it ahead, it's bounced off the glass. From there, take it back. Here comes Lindberg. He winds up, his center pass was behind the play, but picked up by Searles at the point. Knocked away from him. Bentz picks it up and turns it down low. Gathered in out of the corner by Thomas Henderson. Out of the far side. That was Hinderer on it, and it comes near side. Gathered in, backhanded down by Laska. Comes down deep in the corner. The White Bear line change as the Spuds come in with Triggs tossing it into the zone. In pursuit, Lindberg. Getting there first, Aiden Akins. Here comes White Bear Lake with an outlet pass. Moorhead leading 1-0, chasing it down deep in their own end of the ice. And from behind, Aiden Welch carries it out, sends it up on top, wind up with a shot, got down low, just missing wide. A deflection off Brady Borgerstead. And it bounces all the way up and out, and that icing pass stops play with 7:39 remaining. Spud scoring first, leading at 1-0.
Good job by White Bear again to get that puck deep below the goal line and then go to work trying to win it back to create. And as soon as they establish puck possession down low, they get it right up top to the point and get traffic to the net. But a really nice job by the Spuds defenders to box out and give a clear lane for Vanette.
Joe Corton on the faceoff. It came back to him and then handed it off. Sent in by Ryerson to the near side. Played out of the corner and along the wall. Tipped loose. Brady Borgerstead sends it down low. Chase to the far corner. And from there, Corton throws it into the corner where it's picked up by Arnold. And it's returned out. And the bounce comes right on to Joe Grammer, and the Spuds come in 3-on-2. The return pass off the stick of Wyatt Tweet. And bouncing free. Tweet has it tipped away, and it goes from blue line to blue line. Spuds backpedaling away, and on the approach, here comes Tyler Kotzmacher. Walking its way down on a point-blank shot save by Jacob Vanette. Down low and behind the net. Into the near corner. 6:42 to go. Rolling it back to the near side. As we go from player to player, Corton picks it up for Moorhead. Tries a backhand pass out of the zone. It is kept in at the blue line, and then it's dished out. They'll have to touch up on the play, and Grady Gallatin brings it way back out and reloads the offense with a pass to Joe Belisle. To the far side, it's sent rink wide and bounces in. Defensive change for White Bear Lake as the Spuds go down low. Pickett Lewis and a nice touch pass out and into play. Schrader upended. Puck is loose off to the far side, gathered in by Hoover. From behind the net, Hoover. Turning it off to the far boards and out to center. Spuds gather it in. Here comes a look near side now for Joe Schiller. He winds up into traffic and the loose puck is there. Bounced away, comes back to White Bear Lake, and here's the rush up ice by Joe Belisle. Down deep in the near corner, runs it around behind the net. Play continues on as he looks for the wraparound try. Play goes down, play continues on. I thought we might see an arm go up, but did not. Play continues on as Michael Delaney sends it out to the far side. It's intercepted. Spuds have a 2-on-1 wind up and a shot and a block and a save by Nick Petman. And so both tenders getting off to a good start tonight, stopping point-blank opportunities, and it stays 1-0 Moorhead.
Well, this was a little bit of a sneaky Pete play from Gavin Lindberg as he jumped off the bench. The White Bear defender didn't realize he was coming, and Gavin was able to poke it up to Big Tom Schrader, who got a good scoring chance.
As the puck goes down, White Bear Lake takes control and brings it out to center where it's gained back. Here's Joe Grammer off to the far side, turning the corner, pulling up short, bringing it near side, and had the pass deflected out on a nice play by Brady Borgestead. And he throws it all the way back up ice. Gavin Lindberg picking it up from Moorhead, and he throws it in the other direction where it's taken back by the Bears. The return to the near side. Borgestead has his play, runs around it, comes back to the near side. Play up against the wall, battle for the loose puck. It comes free, tipped in by Colby Creer all the way down. Steered behind the net by Petman, and play continues for White Bear Lake. Taken back by Grammer on a return in, right under the stick of Aiden Akins. And White Bear Lake turns it around near side. Up against the wall, the battle for it there is Grammer. Battles Borgestead. Comes out near side, here's Tweet. Working its way to the near wall. Grammer sends it off far side for Creer. Now the Spuds bring it in, 2-on-1. Here's a wind-up. Corton, shot, blocked away, save made. Petman to the far corner, run back out to the point. Spuds just holding the zone. Here's a look and a good look by Joe Schiller. Walks his way down low, and the loose puck out in the crease, and it's dashed in for the score. Oh, Petman thought he had the save, and it wiggled loose and off to the side where the Spuds were waiting. And the Spuds lead it 2-0.
Well, he did make a number of saves, but the puck was never recovered. It's a great job of perseverance in the paint from the Spuds players. There are both Corton and Ryerson, and Ryerson finally able to bang it home. Great effort out there, second and third effort by those forwards crashing into the paint to clean up the garbage.
So Aaron Ryerson getting the goal, Joe Corton with the assist. And Moorhead leads at 2-0. Time on the goal at 13:05. And for Ryerson, his fourth goal of the season. And for Corton, his second assist of the year. And the Spuds lead it 2-0. Along the near side. A long toss down, and it's covered up nicely by Jacob Van Ed. Well, that second goal by Moorhead came after a nice save by Petman, and he thought he had the save tucked away nicely.
Yeah.
It had wobbled loose, and it was tipped in.
And you can't say enough right now about the work of Joe Corton. Earlier on in that shift, he made a great, clever play in the neutral zone to regroup the puck back to the D, and that started the whole rush. And then he's in front of the net, right in the paint, banging away to keep the puck loose, and eventually it ends up in.
Here's a play down in the near corner. Joe Corton is one of those players that John Ammerman talks about when he says we've got to have contributions all the way up and down the line. You'll recall that Corton was not on the varsity list at the start of the season, and he's on the second line tonight. Here's the play near side, and it's worked off to the far right wing. Walking his way to the corner and around behind the net. He's tied up nicely. Thomas Schrader losing it in the corner where it's pulled away, but out at the point, kept in by Grammer, and his long shot just wide. Rebound out to the far corner. And from there, Caleb Alderson out to the point, shots on in, and again it's left out in the open. Picked up then by Kevin Laska, and it comes near side. Laska battled, nearly got upended, but managed to tip it into the corner where Moorhead's Schrader is there. He goes down, puck comes loose. Stahlberger had it for a moment, then tipped away by him down deep, and from behind the net, Thomas Schrader. He is not going to be denied possession on that one and has a nice pass away. Here's a turnaround shot into a block of the play by Petman, and play continues. And again, the Spuds throwing it down low and on goal, and the rebound comes all the way out where Moorhead will have to touch up. As Stahlberger watches, or Grammer watches, everybody leaves, he brings it in, he drags it down low and has it tipped off to the far side. Deep in the corner it's played, up on top, Spuds giving chase, but the Bears come up with it. Aiden Welch walks his way up and through center, comes into the teeth of Joe Grammer, and it's played back out. And from there, Grammer tracks it down into the far corner. 1:48 to go in the opening period. Moorhead has scored twice and leads it 2-0. From behind, it is played into the near corner, backed up off the side, and a bouncing puck that's picked up out at the top by Brady Borgestead. Poked away from him. Spuds come to the line. Here's Gavin Lindbergh. Sailing down, comes up short. Centering pass all the way through to the far side. Carried behind the net and set up from there. Circling out of the corner with a pass up on top. Schiller sends it off to the far side. Wind up on a shot blocked off the boards and up against the side of the net. Hanging on tight, Nick Petman keeping the game at 2-0.
A good work from the Spuds around the perimeter there to maintain control and work to a good shooting area. And then you see there, Pittman grabbed the puck, but Bentz with his stick almost wiggled it free there. That's how good those guys are with their sticks. So those subtle little things, but Pittman was able to hang on.
Play into the far point, dish down deep into the corner, running back to the near side, and play gets tied up in the corner, and from there a battle for the loose puck. Aiden Akins picks it up for White Bear Lake. Has it poked away. The Spuds on a centering pass with 1 minute to go. The open net is wide open there, and it's dished down low. Played off to the far corner. Petman back in goal. 49 seconds left in the period as it rolls out of the zones. Gavin Lindbergh plays it back, and it's taken away by the Bears. On the walk-in off to the far side, Aiden Akins throws it behind the net. 37 seconds to go as the Spuds take it back. Down deep in the corner, pulled away, then recovered, and Moorhead plays it near side. Playing the tough game of grabbing it out of the corners in that physical style of play. It's knocked down onto the ice. 22 seconds to go, and it comes all the way back up. And with that play, we'll have a face-off in the Moorhead zone.
Well, I think thus far the Spuds are doing a nice job of not giving the Bears any easy opportunities. Even when they jar a puck loose, there's a good second or third defensive effort to get a stick on there and disrupt the Bears to have any kind of clean ice or clean run through the ice. And 20 to go here. This is a big face-off.
As it's drawn into the corner, picked up by Tyler Bishop of White Bear Lake. And from behind, Brady Borgestead pulls it, sends it up on top. Rebound set in right into the glove, and play continues on. Out onto the near side, here's the walk-up. Deep into the near corner. Counting down, final second of play, horn sounds, and the Spuds score twice. Carson Triggs and Aaron Ryerson leading the way to the locker room. After one period of play, it is Moorhead 2 and White Bear Lake nothing.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state, We are the Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Legacy Education Foundation and Spud History are writing a book that will celebrate Moorhead School's 150th anniversary. Set to be published in 2023, the book will contain some 300 pages and over 2,000 photos. Spud History is looking for photos, uniforms, scrapbooks, newspaper clippings, or anything else that will help tell our story. You can email Brian Cole if you have anything to donate. Spud History at moorheadschools.org. It's a great day to be a Spud. Tonight we have high school hockey as the Spud boys lead White Bear Lake by a count of 2-0, firing 18 shots on goal. Nick Petman coming up with 16 saves for the Bears. Meanwhile, White Bear Lake putting 9 shots in on Jacob Vanette, who made all 9 saves. And so that's our storyline in that department at the end of the first period. Meanwhile, in the scoring department, Carson Triggs getting his 5th of the year. Aaron Ryerson getting his 4th of the year. The only goals scored, and it's 2-0 Moorhead after 2 periods of play. Boys basketball also in action tonight as they take on Buffalo. And early in the second half, Buffalo has the advantage 37-25 in that one. And they'll be getting back into action there soon as they play just up the hallway here at the Spud Gym. So busy weekend of activity. And a reminder that tomorrow afternoon we'll be with the Spud boys basketball team as they travel to Bemidji to take on the Lumberjacks. 3:30, I think, is the start time for that one. I hope that you can join us for more and complete coverage of Spud sports right here on 970 WDAY. Teams are soon making their appearance for start of the second period, and we'll return to Moorhead Sports Center. After 1 period of play, it's Moorhead 2, White Bear Lake nothing. From Moorhead Sports Center, we're lining up to run the second period of play, and just realized that first period was played without penalty.
Yeah, and that's unusual. That you had it going up and down the ice, good hard play. There wasn't anything. There's one time you thought some players tumbled and there could have been, but the refs seemed to let it slide, and maybe they're rewarding like clean hard play with just kind of letting it go at this point, and it's always fun to watch.
Once again, it's Gavin Lindberg standing in for the Spuds. And he'll face off against Tyler Bishop. Play is underway as it's drawn back and picked up. Grammer feeds it ahead for Lindbergh. Spuds going left to right here in the second period. Deflected down low to the far side. Playing back. Here's a play to the corner, up along the wall and out to center. Nice lead pass, deflected away, and a good defensive play by Aiken Aikens. Boy, that was dangerously close to a breakaway opportunity for the Spuds, except for Aikens.
Yeah, and we talk about it a lot, like having a good stick, and it showed up like 4 times in a row for the Spuds there, where Bentz came back and got his stick in the way, and then he poked one loose, and then Lindbergh poked it loose, and Triggs poked it loose, and then their guy had a good stick.
Play continues, down deep and rolls behind the White Bear Lake net. Bears go after it and throw it off to the far side. From there, drop down low. Brought all the way back for Aiden Aikens. He turns and looks up ice. A long pass taken back by Moorhead. From there, Searles lifts it up. And a hand delivery there. It came right into his hand. There wasn't much he could do other than to play it.
Just a reaction, and he kicked it back. And I frankly lost track of the hand pass rules. I know you used to be able to do it in your own end, and that went back into their end and they blew it. I'm not even sure, but it's a whistle.
Last night we saw 2 hand passes in the girls' game at Bemidji go back into the other end.
Okay.
For the face-off.
Yeah.
And here they're staying in the same zone. Play comes down deep into the corner. Played up along the wall. Tyler Kotzmacher. A shot intercepted and deflected down to the near side. Ryerson putting on a big hit. The puck is loose and it comes to Ryerson, who carries it behind the net. He circles around behind and looks up on top. He'll carry it all the way back near side. Played off the wall and tipped in by Colby Career. From behind the net. Picked up then by Joe Corton. He backhands it down low, nearly overplayed, and it comes back to the near corner. Just underway, second period. Spuds holding a 2-0 lead. Long pass from center ice deep into the far corner. Rolls back down near side and a chase for it there. So Spuds get a stick on it. And they tap their way loose and then have it intercepted. Here's the walk up ice by Nolan Rode. Off to the far side and played Moorhead there to take it back. And a long pass to the near side, played off the wall. Here comes Joe Corton. He's immediately tied up and the puck is poked loose. Pulled away now by Rode. To the near side. Rode had it slip off his stick and a long pass returned up, just coming onto the ice. It's dropped away there, but no. Another hand pass called, stopping play. Just underway, second period. Moorhead with 2 first period goals, leading it 2-0.
Good play by the Bears defender there as Stahlberger was going to glove a puck down and move to the center of the ice. He got enough of his body where the puck popped loose and Ryerson skated onto it before Justin could touch it again to eliminate the hand pass. And now here it goes down there.
It does go down to the other end as Moorhead's Caleb Alderson stands in, draws it out. Spuds have it. A rush up ice by Stahlberger, feeds it off to Alderson, walks his way down, backhand shot, blocked away. Nice save by Petman. Comes back up on top, and the Spuds reach in, and it's Alderson who's having a good shift. As the play comes away from him now and lifted up and out, that comes all the way down. Icing being waved off as it's chased by Aiden Welch into the near corner, spun off to the far side, taken back by Moorhead. It's tipped up and out. Nick O'Brien taking it back, and it comes near side for Aiden Welch. Long pass off the near side. Spuds taking a swing at it, missing. Tyler Bishop picks it up, carries it into the corner. He's tied up, and it works loose for Joe Grammer. Muscles his way in and takes it loose. On the outlet, Moorhead comes 3-on-3 to the blue line. Fenn on a pass, and then it's dished into the corner. Jack Arnold tried to feed it ahead, but missed. It came right back to him, and then had a second opportunity. And on the turn-up ice, icing called with 14:04 remaining.
As a whole, the Spud defenders tonight in all areas of the ice are doing a really nice job of maintaining a good defensive posture, eliminating outlet opportunities or anyone nearby in support for the Bears, and it's really hard for the Bears to connect any number of consecutive passes to get anything going right now.
Face off in the White Bear Lake zone, near side. And it's dished with a shot on, blocked away. Out to the far side, Spuds turning a shot wide. Bouncing from behind the net, back near side and to the corner. As they scrap for it, it's delivered out, back in behind. Pulled loose by Bentz. He continues to control play along the near wall before turning and sending it down deep. It rolls to the far corner where it's covered up by Kevin Laska of White Bear Lake. Behind the net, Belial plays it out. Here comes the rush up ice by White Bear Lake. A quick wrister from right at center ice, came right on goal and it was steered aside by Vanette. Another opportunity. This one's swatted away by Vanette. And play continues out at center ice, and a quick stop and a redirect and a long toss near side bounces into the near corner. From there behind the net, picked up by Colby Career. Moorhead will try their attempt. And a long rink-wide pass is ahead and on the play, and it's dropped back, and it's dished down deep into the corner where it's caught up by Devin Willett of White Bear Lake. Now it comes to Thomas Hinderer. And to the far side, Moorhead reaching in. Aaron Ryerson had it momentarily. And now momentarily Joe Corton into the corner. It rolls back now near side. Chased in by Michael Delaney. And as that play came up against the wall, our first penalty of the night. And wasting no time whatsoever, Aaron Ryerson knew exactly what was going on.
Very rare occasion here. The player agrees with the official.
Yeah, he had no dispute whatsoever.
Right to the box.
And so with that, the Spuds will go shorthanded on the penalty kill this year. They are 18 of 23 for just a little over 78%. 78% success on the penalty kill. Play is drawn down and to the corner. Run around to the far side. Out at center ice, picked up by Grady Gallatin of White Bear Lake. Now to the near side for Nick O'Brien. From behind the net, the White Bear Lake Bears take a look up ice before beginning. Pass on the far right wing and up to center ice and through. Centering pass, shot blocked high in the air, played back to the near side. Another nice save from Jacob Vanette, and the rebound comes all the way out to center. Taken back by Gallatin. Long toss near side for Brady Borgestead. He circles through center, off to the far side. Moorhead reaching in, meeting him head on. That was Joe Grammer that poked the puck away. Spuds are able to find a handle on it and toss it up ice. Closing in on 1 minute gone by in the penalty. And as they take a look up the ice, there is just 1 minute remaining on the White Bear Lake power play. Off to the far side into center. Spuds go to meet him. Pulled up short, comes back to the point. Belial looks in, feeds it off far side. They're setting it up. Here's Belial up on top, sending it one down low, and it's blocked up in the air. It's swatted away by Charlie Olson. He was looking to find a little bit of room on that upper shelf, but it was way too high for that, and play stops.
Well, two things quick on that sequence there is Belial, a nice job of working the blue line, and you'll see that a lot now when they just try to find that seam when there's traffic to snap it through, and Vanette had a late reaction with his shoulder to get on that. It was a nice shot from Belial through traffic. The second whistle is going to allow me to talk about the other part. The Spuds did a great job early on in their neutral zone penalty kill where they funneled the player right to the wall and eliminated him and cleared the puck. It's a textbook neutral zone penalty kill.
On the face-off, White Bear Lake brings it across Nolan Road off to the far side. Walking his way in, here's a wind-up and a shot and a block and a save. He doesn't know really where it is. Jacob Vanette had to search for it. Finally felt it between the pads, clamping down on it hard to make the save.
One of those that sneaks underneath the pad, but it gets stuck in there, and I think Jacob thought he steered it to the corner, but it just kind of snuggled up under his pad. Fortunately for the Spuds, it didn't squirt loose.
Nolan Road again standing in for White Bear Lake. Put me in, coach. Let's play this game. Down it goes and out to the far side where it's picked up by Tyler Kotzmacher. Into the near corner. 18 seconds left on the Moorhead penalty. Down low into the far side, lifted up and out, and a nice release by Colby Career. Way back up ice. They'll set it up from here. And on the approach, time is running out on the penalty. Time is running out on the power play. As the Bears come in, Moorhead is at full strength. Tapped into the corner, Ian Ness getting his first shift here tonight. To the near side, it's played down low. Winding is up, here's a shot. Blocked and deflected up and high out of play into the netting that protects the fans at that end of the arena, stopping the clock with 10:27 remaining.
Well, there you have Ian Ness making a nice defensive play. He made another one earlier on the penalty kill in that same sequence or shift, I believe, where just good, sound defense from Ian Ness, blocking shots, getting in pass lanes, and all those little things add up.
Clock is underway once again with 10:26 now showing. A little bit of a momentum switch here favoring White Bear Lake. They're getting more scoring opportunities here in the last couple of minutes. But still nothing across, and Moorhead maintains a 2-0 lead. Here's a long pass deflected ahead. Schrader in pursuit. Gallatin in pursuit. Dish behind the net. Belial picks it up for White Bear Lake. It's returned near side. Out of the corner. Gallatin feeds it along the wall. Here's a turn and a look out, and the Spuds get a stick on it, but can't clear the zone. Picked up and brought in by Borgestead. He walks it down and slips it off to the far corner. In pursuit, Borgestead. But then he's worked off the play by Justin Stahlberger. And they battle for it out at center ice in that area between the two benches. Stahlberger still poking away at it. Two of the White Bear Lake players poking at it, and finally the Bears come away with it. And then Schrader foils the play. Moorhead has to hold the zone but can't quite. Just trying to get Alderson was trying to hold on long enough to get Schrader back in at neutral ice, but the offside stops play.
Well, you've got the eagle eye of Craig Teets over there.
Oh.
Nothing's going to get past him, yeah. And you're right on. Alderson just wasn't able to hang on long enough.
Out to the near side. Moorhead goes far side. Into the zone, pulling up short, Joe Schiller. Handles it down low for Schrader. Circling it up on top. Here's a quick snapshot down low. To the near side, it comes out to the point. Career feeds it off to Schiller. It comes back. Triggs down low. Backhand. A blind backhand pass that got intercepted. Deep in the near corner, working it back out. And Colby Career keeps it in play, and he puts it on the ice with a quick shot right into the glove, and the save made by Nick Petman.
Man, the Spuds are making it hard on the Bears to come out clean. And you see, that's not an easy play for a defenseman. The Bears try to throw it off the glass out of the zone, and Colby sidesteps the guy while he's gloving it down, playing it to his stick and shooting. Nice bit of work from Colby Career to keep the zone.
Less than 9 minutes now showing here in the second period. 2 first period goals by Moorhead has given the Spuds a 2-0 advantage. Play now in the offensive zone for Moorhead, and a pass out in front, intercepted and pulled away by Tyler Kotzmacher. Down low it comes back and steered way down low. Played behind the net, back now to the near side. Up against the wall here, Gallatin put a shot on, but the Spuds team defense was there to pull it away. Chased down by Gavin Lindberg. Outlet pass taken back by White Bear. Kotzmacher moving in. Puts it out at the point where Rhodes sends it in. Down deep and into the corner, the Spuds are there, and from there pulled in by Triggs, who brings it back to the near corner. Now Bentz along the wall. A hard shot put in by Rode. He chases down the rebound. Play continues in the near corner. Gavin Lindberg works it loose and puts it out to the far corner, but found on a pass attempt. Spuds have to recover it deep in the corner. Now Lindberg sends it just ahead. He'll head off. He had a couple of good opportunities. He thought he could have had better results as the play goes rink wide. Spuds to track it down, forcing it back into the zone. Chased by Kotzmacher, and it goes behind the net. To the near side, played back by Belisle. Now to the near side with 7.5 to play. A long pass comes up and all the way down. And as it crosses the end line, well, we've seen some pretty evenly played hockey here in the second period. There's been no further scoring as the Spuds maintain that 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, on that Kotzmacher, Rode, and Olsen trio for the Bears has proven to be problematic. They seem to have are creating the biggest threats for the Bears tonight. Had some good zone time again on that shift.
Moorhead has been held to 5 shots on goal here in the second period. White Bear Lake 3. And no scoring by either team. Moorhead from behind the net. 7:21 to go. Play up on top. Here's a quick release sent on by Joe Corton. Down low, Corton tracks down the rebound. He's tied up by O'Brien. They scramble for it there. Players are upended, and it's finally back to White Bear Lake in a look-up ice. Aiden Akins brings it with a long pass. Chased down in the corner by Brady Borgestead. Behind the net and off to the far side. Lost out at the point momentarily. They battle for it there, battle for it. Clean look now to the corner. Searles ties things up for Moorhead, but play continues for White Bear Lake. Here's a pass out in front and deflected all the way out. It comes out to center. Aiden Akins picking it up. Near side where the Spuds put a stick on it, and Corton steers it aside. Now White Bear Lake takes it back. The Spuds caught in the middle of a change. It comes near side now for White Bear Lake, and a good position play made there by Ryerson gives the puck up for Caleb Alderson, and they play catch moving down the ice. Here's a turn and a wraparound. Shot blocked back into play. It comes back to Alderson. He winds up from there, and his shot is high and wide to the near side. Played now deep into the corner. Alderson again with the wraparound attempt. Comes way out to the point, kept in nicely by Arnold. To the near side, play continues into the corner. Arnold comes in from the backside and tips it down deep into the corner where it's played back along the near side. Alderson tracks it down. From there, the turn and the looker right up on top, and this shot, it has drawn Petman out of goal to make the save and keep the play away from the net. Finally, it got covered up and play stops.
Wow, Caleb Alderson has been like a whirling dervish out there, just creating all kinds of trouble with his speed. He's the first to a lot of pucks and able to free one up to Stahlberger, and he spins one out front to Ness. A great opportunity for that line.
Play worked out of the zone. It comes rolling all the way up to center. Spuds having to hurry. Joe Schiller got there, putting it back out at center ice where Grady Gallatin picks it up for White Bear Lake and throws it into the attack zone where it rolls all the way to the far corner. From there along the wall, nifty job of stick handling out of the zone, but it's turned around by Gallatin. And now the Spuds have it. Here is Ian Ness. He tries to drag it in, but got pushed off the play, and it bounces back out to center. Played off to the far side. Here's Colby Creer. Moorhead is changing. Play is loose. Off the near side, off the wall. Dished on, back deep. White Bear Lake has completed their change now as the Spuds break it out. Alderson. Long toss near side for Harper Bentz. He'll bring it in. Harper Bentz along the near side. Carries it deep in the corner. Centering pass for Triggs. Got blocked up and out of play. Rebound out to the far point. The return comes near side just ahead of Bentz. He taps it behind the net where it's picked up by Triggs up to the near point. Looking in. Shot right on. And the rebound is covered up by Nick Petman. Well, he hasn't had to be called on a lot here in the second period, but Nick Petman has done the job so far.
He sure has. That was a nice shot through traffic from Kerr, and all that starts 200 feet away with some great puck presence from Alderson to just kind of circle back, drop it for Schiller. Then they find Bentz, and now we're on the attack, and that line goes to work down low, and they get it up high to Career, and he gets a good shot through traffic.
Gavin Lindbergh draws it to the outer edge, comes out near the blue line, and from there it's tipped in. Chased down behind his own net. Now Nick O'Brien brings it back near side, takes the return pass and heads up along the far right side. Dishing it ahead, it goes all the way down. Chased into the area behind the net. It works loose and Gavin Lindbergh comes up with it from Moorhead. Long return pass off the near boards and in. Here's Harper Bentz sliding his way down with a quick release. He had a good open angle. Otherwise, if he didn't shoot it there, he wasn't going to be able to. The defense was breaking in along the plate. And with that save, 3:58 now showing second period.
Nice center net drive from Gavin Lindbergh. And again, 200 feet away, he's digging a puck out from behind his own net. And then he's ending up with the play at the front of the other net. That's just good work from that line.
Play down in front of the net, brought back out near side. Jack Arnold steers it back into the near corner. Rolls behind the net and off to the far corner. From there brought back. Moorhead giving chase. Picked up by Wyatt Tweet. Taken away behind by Tyler Bishop. Tweet goes in to challenge the play and the Spuds keep it in possession. Down deep and on the corner and behind. It rolls back near side. Neither team able to set up anything on an established area as it goes to Grammer far side. His pass got blocked and bounced all the way out. Here comes Aiden Welch looking for the centering pass to the break-in by Tyler Bishop, but he couldn't get it there. Spuds defense forcing the issue back out to center ice. Here's a quick return by Nick O'Brien. He'll head off, and White Bear completes their change as the Spuds pick it up behind the net. Nice outlet pass. Here's the walk-up now by Aaron Ryerson. Off to the far side, backhanded away, back out to center it comes. The Spuds track it down. From there, picked up by Colby Creer. 2:50 to go, and the Spuds have it 1-on-2, and the pass bounces off the stick of Aaron Ryerson. Played back to the near side, and Moorhead comes back with it. It ends up at the far point for Schrader, just onto the ice. Schrader carries it behind the net. Centering pass is up against the post, covered and saved by Nick Petman.
Nice job again from Alderson on the near side to recognize he's got a couple of Spuds across the ice, and Big Tom gets on the end of it, and he uses that frame to drive it hard to the side of the net. Always tough on a goaltender when you got someone crashing in on the side of the net and traffic out front.
Play in the circle. Moorhead out to the near point. Wind up and a shot right into the glove. A good release by Colby Creer. But there was nobody in the way, so watched it all the way in. Nick Petman with the save puts us in the face-off circle with 2:27 remaining in the second period. Moorhead with a 2-0 lead, and the puck is down. Battle for it. Pulled away by Stahlberger. He's worked off the play, wrestling his way through, and it comes out to the point. Kept in nicely by Career. as he tossed it deep into the corner far side. Now White Bear Lake breaks out of the zone. On his way up, Josh Hoover. All the way near side it comes. And from behind the net, played off to the far side where the Spuds take it back again. Along the near side, here comes Alderson, drops it back for Schrader. He gets taken down from behind and play continues. As the Bears pull it loose. Onto the near side, walking his way in, Kotzmaker delivers it out to the far side, and the Spuds get a nice poke away by Stahlberger and taps it out to center ice where the Bears are waiting, and Joe Belisle works his way in with this play, and the play comes near side, a dangerous play by Vanette as he came out to play the puck and nearly directed it off one of the defenders. Back up ice, 1:24 remaining. Deep to the far corner. Played around, coming back behind. Schiller dishes it back. From there, worked out of the zone. Did not clear the zone, however, and it stays in play. Down to the near side where Charlie Olson puts a stick on it, leaving it then for Nolan Road. And with 1 minute to go in the period, the play comes behind the net, back to the near side. Up against the wall. They scramble for it there, and it's pulled loose. The Spuds may have one last opportunity here before the end of the period. It came in offside. It just got tied up and tangled up in all sorts of sets of skates. 42 seconds remaining.
That's a welcome whistle for maybe both sides. You could see how fatigued the Spuds were down in their end, so a nice job by Harper Benz to go get a puck on the half wall and lug it and get it out, get this defenseman a chance to change. Just off sides for the Spuds.
Play comes near side for Grady Gallatin. He sends it ahead. We got a breakaway try, a shot, block save. Oh my, Jacob Vanette. The most golden opportunity of the night for White Bear Lake, but Vanette was right there, standing tall for the save, and it stays 2-0.
You can create offense off of any face-off anywhere on the ice. If you catch one player not reacting properly, it can spring someone, and the Bears were able to do it.
Face-off comes right in on goal. The rebound comes up on top. He pokes it in, and it's swept away by Vanette. Back onto the near side. 23 seconds and counting down. It escapes the zone. Spuds bring it to the blue line. 2-on-1. Here's Ryerson sliding his way in. Centering pass got all the way through. He was looking to hook up with Tweet. 10 seconds and counting down. Play goes off to the far side. It comes out of the zone. Comes wobbling all the way through. There will be no icing as it did not get to the end line. And as the horn sounds, we have played two. There was no further scoring in that second period. So after two, here at Moorhead Sports Center, it's the Spuds 2 and White Bear Lake 0.
Arlen Swenson here with
Hey,
Northwest
2 minutes here,
Blinds.
2 minutes.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Haven't faced White Bear Lake since I've been coaching. Faced them a couple times in high school when I growing up. But tough week of practice. We didn't have a goalie all week. Upwards of 11 skaters. But it's kind of one of those things that every team's going with too. I think White Bear Lake's dealing with some of the flu bug as well. But it was good, 9-0. We came out, played the guys that we had, and the guys we had succeeded.
This is the kind of thing when we talk about adjustments being made in the locker room. And tonight it's being because you don't have anybody there.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been a little bit thin to win right now. There's a couple guys getting the nod tonight, but I probably didn't think they'd be putting on the varsity jersey tonight. But it's good for them. It's good to get the experience in, and it's good to have a 2-0 lead going into the third.
What is your assessment of what you've seen so far through these first two periods?
I thought the first period we were pretty good. I think we can defend a little better. I think we're trying to get up the ice a little bit too quick instead of defending in front. I think the second period was kind of molasses a little bit. It wasn't slow, but
from
it was
both
just,
teams, don't you
just
think?
Kind of back and forth, and not really a lot happened. Shots were okay. Vanette had a couple big saves, including one late. It was a good face-off play by White Bear Lake to spring their player. He made a very good save there at the end. That could have been huge.
Moorhead coaches, including yourself as a former goaltender, have got to feel good by the way Vanette has been playing so far.
He's been very good the first two periods. It could easily be 2-0 after the first period, Coach Emmerman said. He had a couple very, very good saves down low in the first. Then he stood tall late at the end, and he's been very good for us tonight.
So we look forward to the third period. What's ahead?
I think we just got to put the pedal down. I think we got to get after a little bit.
Is there enough gas left in the tank?
I hope so. There should be. Guys have had their feet up a little bit too much over the last few days. We're probably kind of tired from it, but that's just an excuse. They can still go out and play hockey, go out, push it.
First of two games this weekend with Minnetonka coming up next. That's no small challenge.
Never is. We're trying to keep the JV a perfect season so Thompson can play goalie, but it's going to be tough. Hopefully have a little bigger squad tomorrow because we know that they give us a challenge every year. I'm pretty sure we tied them last year, and I think it's been closer every single year. So it's going to be a fun one, and it'll be good to be in our own home ice.
No matter what the deal, it's always exciting when Moorhead and Minnetonka, more than any team actually from the Twin Cities area, you expect a very high-quality performance.
Absolutely. They're no slouch, and they're good every year, and state champions the last couple of years. So it'll be tough, but it'll be fun. It's good to be at home.
Our thanks to Sam Wallstead for being with us. We are at the end of the second period tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. We've got a WDAY news break coming your way as you listen to the Spuds on 970 WDAY after two periods. It's Moorhead 2, White Bear Lake nothing.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Legacy Education Foundation and Spud History are writing a book that will celebrate Moorhead School's 150th anniversary. Set to be published in 2023, the book will contain some 300 pages and over 2,000 photos. Spud History is looking for photos, uniforms, scrapbooks, newspaper clippings, or anything else that will help tell our story. You can email Brian Cole if you have anything to donate. spudhistory@moorheadschools.org. It's a great day to be a Spud. Welcome back to Moorhead Sports Center as the teams have arrived for play in the third period. Moorhead holding the advantage 2-0. And this is a situation like every once in a while you face a team that you really haven't seen, you don't know anything about. And it's been 16 years since they played, so a lot of things have changed with the exception of Tim Sager is still the head coach at White Bear Lake.
Yeah, and that's, often the case in those historically strong programs is they got good foundation of people that stick around and contribute for a long period of time. And so here they are, the Bears, they're in this game. I feel like the ice has been tilted. It's one of those games where it feels like maybe the Spuds are ahead. They've been in control and they're ahead by 4 or 5. Well, they're not. And here it is, the spooky 2-goal lead, right, that everyone talks about, right?
The worst lead there is.
I don't want to be right if you're a Spuds fan, but
Nick Petman has faced 28 shots, making 26 saves. And for Moorhead, Jacob Vanette has faced 16 shots, and he has recorded 16 saves as play comes into the White Bear Lake zone. Here's a shot, swatted away. Rebound comes back to the near side. Aiden Akins chasing it down for White Bear. Out along the near side. Scramble for it there. It's tied up, and then thrown down around and off to the far point. Long pass out, hauled in by Aiden Welch. Down deep into the corner. Spuds are there to take it back. Nifty backhand toss there. And grabbed by Joe Grammer. As he turns and looks up ice, he brings it back near side where it's played by Searles. Andrew Searles brings it along the near wall, then he turns it down low. Spuds trying to figure out a way to break it out of the zone and out of the far side. It scrambles loose, and it does come out now with Carson Triggs, bringing it near side for Gavin Lindberg, who heads off. Triggs will go down low, but the icing pass called will stop play, and everybody has a chance to regroup. We've had but one penalty so far in tonight's game as the Spuds lead it 2-0.
I'd like to point out that's an alert call by the linesman. Sometimes they miss those that are right near the red line, and Gavin had not gotten to the line, and he alertly called an icing on that one. That's a nice job by the linesman.
Play back to the near side as the Spuds sweep it out. Wyatt Tweet's pass rejected and turned down near side and played behind the net. A scramble for it there. You got to know that White Bear Lake is coming out with as much of intensity as they can find, trailing by 2 goals. Here's the shot right on, and a play comes back near side where it's popped up into the air and into the penalty box near side, where it will serve no time.
Again, Jay Searle showing off his quick hands as that puck got over the glass into the penalty box. He's still got it. Jay Searle's quick.
Don't mess with him.
No.
Brought back into the near side. Moorhead in pursuit with Ryerson, but Gallatin got there and steered it off to the far corner where it's taken back by Moorhead's Wyatt Tweet. Played along the wall, dished back down into the corner. Tweet maneuvering his way to try to figure out a way to get it up on top. He did. The shot, the block, the save off to the near side. Petman with another good look. Out at the point it comes. Back down deep into the corner it goes. Looking back out to the near point, and it's kept in, then sent off far side from their career. Sends it into traffic. It's bounced away, and it comes back into the corner. Play behind the net. Scrambled after. Ryerson had a look at it, but couldn't get there, and it's played back out. Chased down by Joe Schiller. He'll catch up to it and bring it back to the near side, but his return pass is intercepted by Tyler Bishop. Out to the far side. Blocked away. Walking his way in. Steered off to the side by Vanette. On to the near side. White Bear Lake has taken it back, and now Stahlberger reaches in. Pulls it away and sends it up ice. Here's the walk-in by Ian Ness, and it was returned to the near wall. From their play, as they look for position, Grammer wrestled it loose and sent it in, but sent it right onto the stick. And Gavin Laska comes up ice now for White Bear Lake. Kevin Laska's pass off against the near wall. Battle continues there as it's pulled in by Laska as he still battles for it. Also reaching in on the near side is Aiden Akins before it's pulled loose. Spuds end up with it, but only briefly, and it's dished off to the far side. Caleb Alderson down deep, kicking it near side. Arnold's pass out, comes all the way to center. Taken back by Joe Belisle of White Bear. His long pass in results in an icing call. And it stays 2-0 Moorhead here early in the third period.
Bears getting a Bit of a 2-on-1 break forming there, and their player, I'm not sure if he knew he had help coming with him, but he elected to shoot on a poor angle, kind of letting the Spuds off the hook on that one.
Gavin Lindbergh stands into the Moorhead draw, facing up with Tyler Bishop. Play goes behind the net. Joe Belisle feeds it out to center. Taken there. Moorhead getting it back and to the blue line. Dishing it back near side. Nice pass from Triggs out in front, but it got through the hole and off to the far side. Moorhead picks it off, sending a shot in. Rebound right into an open net. Oh, the Spuds, you talk about catching a break. The shot was there and it was saved. But the rebound came right out in front, leaving the net wide open, and it's 3-0.
Well, and what really creates this opportunity is sound structure from the Spuds forecheck. Again, not making it easy for the Bears to find easy outlets. And then they pick off a play where Harper Bentz steps in, and then what creates that rebound opportunity is the quick release from Harper Bentz to get that shot off when the goalie wasn't set and ready to handle the rebound the way he wanted to, and he made the save, but the puck kicked right back out to Harper, and he slips it into the open net.
Given an unassisted goal to Harper Bentz. That's his second point tonight. His 5th goal of the year, and the Spuds lead it now at 3-0, unassisted at 3:41. Moorhead centering pass, blocked away, loose to the near side. Scramble after it to the corner. Played back out, Moorhead has it at center ice. All the way down, knocked away again, brought back. And to the near side, going back to the far side, it's intercepted. Aiden Welch with it. He moves in on goal, and it's covered up by Van Etten. Played back now near side, and the Spuds break out. It's 2-on-1. It's now 3-on-1. Here's a windup and a shot, looking for the rebound. And just in case something happened, Joe Corton was going to make sure that he took the puck with him in the net.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten it taken down by a hard defensive play, but you see right there just the consistent, reliable play from Joe Corton. And when you see a forward going that hard and crashing into the net like that, you know he's given an effort. And that's a good 200-foot play from the Spuds, starting with Schiller with a nice little roll up the wall to Tweet with a nice pass to Corton, and then he sprung Ryerson. Good play for the Spuds up the ice.
Carson Triggs, Aaron Ryerson, Harper Bentz, and it's 3-0 Moorhead. Way out, tapped away, free. Here's a look up ice. We got a breakaway opportunity, and the walk in goes backhand, but the angle was taken away by Van Etten. And then a whistle stopping play for holding.
We're going to have a penalty shot here, Larry.
Oh, okay, I missed that part of it. So for the play on that breakaway, Moorhead exceeded expectations. Is that a way to put it?
I think so. Yeah, he exceeded the ref's expectations for what was appropriate at that time. Yep.
There you go. And so it'll be a penalty shot coming up for White Bear Lake, and the job belongs to Tyler Kotzmacher. Here's the blow of the whistle, and he picks it up at center. He's all alone as he works his way in from the far side, and he goes down low, shot blocked, and saved by Jacob Van Etten.
I'm starting to think that's part of Annette's moxie, like he pretends like he doesn't know what's going on sometimes. Another one that kind of slipped in there that he wasn't sure if he stopped it completely, but he did catch it underneath the pads. A nice save. Good move by Kossmacher too. Like that was a quick little stick to try to slide it 5-hole, but Bennett up to the challenge.
And he saw it coming, so it keeps the game at 3-0. And play out on the outer edge and out of center. Here comes Stahlberger. Into the zone, carries it deep to the corner. Back up on top. Here's a windup and a shot by Schiller that goes high and wide. Rebound all the way out. Backhanded near side, and Schiller there picks it up and has a quick return, but it's picked off. On the way in is Kotzmacher. He's returned to the near side, and the goal scores. Kotzmacher and Rode team up on a 2-on-1, getting the deflection to bounce in. White Bear Lake is on the board.
And we've talked about that trio a lot tonight, especially Kotzmacher and Rode. And another play from Kotzmacher, creating offense, finds Rode. And you know, when Rode, the history of that family is they can score. They can play and they can score. And when he gets that puck there, it's dangerous. And Nolan Rode makes no doubt about that one, going low blocker.
Nolan Rode with his 4th goal of the season. The assist handed to Tyler Katzmacher. And White Bear Lake has pulled within 3-1. Katzmacher with his second assist of the year and 5th point of the season. Out at the far point, sent back into the near side. It's now a 3-1 hockey game, but still it's just that 2-goal margin.
A big goal for the Bears there.
11-14, a lot of time remaining here in the third period. To the near side, into the corner, and worked out. Spuds try to scramble after it, pick it up. Here's a backhand try, shot blocked away. Oh my, twice it had a chance. Twice it came away. Tyler Bishop brings it out to center. He got turned around, and the play comes back to Gavin Lindberg. Down deep into the corner. Play goes up along the wall, played back now, and turned around. Spuds tap it free. Here's Harper Bentz on the way back in. He carries it deep. He winds up. He shoots, and it's blocked behind the net. Play comes all the way out. They're going to wave it off. Both teams will have a chance to change on this exchange. 10.5 minutes now showing here in the third period. Moorhead leading at 3-1 as White Bear Lake nearly had a breakaway try, but it's picked off, and here's Wyatt Tweet. He gives it off, backs up, wind up, and a shot by Ryerson just missed wide. Rebound back now to the near side, and play comes up against the wall. There's a little bit of a different tempo here in the third period than what we have been seeing as the play goes up on top. Corton goes down, arm goes up, whistle blows, penalty comes. Stopping the clock with 10:07 to go. Moorhead will go on the power play.
It's understated the value of what Joe Corton brings to the ice, and there again you see it, like when you're just so positionally and structurally sound in your game and you're in the right spots and your body's in the right position, things just happen. And there again, you got Tweet and Ryerson doing great work down low. They find Joe Corton in the right spot up in the slot, and the Bears defender in a desperation play has nothing to do but take down Corton as he's getting a good scoring chance off, and Spuds will go to the power play.
7 of 24 converted for the Spuds this year in their first 7 games. So an average of 1 power play goal per game at 29% completion. Off to the far side, wind up and a shot blocked. Rebound, tip behind the net. Play continues into the corner. Gavin Lindberg reaches in. Off to the far side, here's a return up on top. Ryerson sends it down low. The rebound comes loose. Ryerson goes after it, and he missed. It's swept out of the zone and comes all the way back up where Joe Grammer tracks it down. 1.5 minutes remaining on the Moorhead power play. On to the near side and in. Dished ahead, Ryerson down deep into the corner, taken back by O'Brien, and he clears the zone. Down deep goes Grammer. There's a centering pass, blocked up into the air, and it comes all the way back out to center. That was about an inch away from becoming a 1-goal game. Play back down to the near side. 9:08 remaining. Down deep in the near corner in the Moorhead zone. Played off to the far side by Rode. Taken back by Moorhead. Here's Schiller on the way out. Schiller turning around in the far corner. Had no place to go. He still has control of the puck. Still handling it. And now Schiller comes out from behind and heads his way up. Nifty pass near side for Corton. Joe Corton brings it in. He winds up, sends it about ankle high, and an easy save made there to stop the clock with 8:39 remaining.
Good bit of patience from Schiller to not attack when the setup wasn't what he wanted, and then he finally decides to come up the ice, and then you see what happens when it looks the way you want it to look. As you got options, you pull that forechecker into you, find a guy with some speed that can enter the zone, and Corton gets a good shot off of it.
Corton goes to the faceoff now. Schiller and Arnold back at the blue line. Here's a toss down low, 27 seconds remaining on the Moorhead power play. And again, they'll drop the puck in the White Bear Lake zone. 3-1, or they'll bring it outside the blue line. And Joe Corton again will stand in, and he faces off with Nolan Rode. Moorhead gains possession, and it goes rink wide to the far side, sent out of the play. All the way behind the net. And down a man. White Bear Lake sets up in their 2-2 or square box. Forecheck. Here comes the near side, wind up on a shot, stick. is deflected up and out of play. 3-1. Moorhead with still 5 seconds left on the power play.
Nice up ice again for the Spuds on their power play as they're able to enter with some speed and space. Not a bad idea from Joe Schiller there as you have the defense backing in. There's only 5 seconds left. No real reason to set up when you're in that good of a shooting area. He tries to use the D as a screen and rip one on net.
To the near corner. Sent rink wide. Played out of the zone. White Bear Lake is at full strength. Devin Willett has come back on to play, and the play goes off to the far side. Avoiding the collision, the pass ahead here is the move up by Alderson. Sending one in, he scores! He was almost behind the red line, but then still, I wonder if he didn't bounce it off the back of goaltender Nick Petman. But Caleb Alderson has been rewarded with his first goal of the season.
How about that? And you get that sometimes as you enter the zone and you keep coming, those goalies go down to take the low part of the net away as you get on that angle. And Alderson times it perfect with a wicked snapper up on the short side that finds the top of the net. And congratulations, Caleb Alderson. First varsity goal.
Colby Career gets the assist, and the Spuds lead it 4-1. Eight 15 the time of the goal. And so Alderson continues to skate on as he plays it out of his own zone and brings it out to center and sends it rink wide. From there, played Arnold. Poked away from him, but it goes all the way down behind the White Bear net. Tweet in pursuit of it there. Play comes rink wide. The return. And at the blue line, taken back. Back and forth between the teams. It comes near side. A big collision sends Kevin Laska in. Puck rolls free and it comes out to center. Taken back by White Bear. Back to the near side. Pulled in by Joe Schiller. Moorhead now leading it 3-1, or 4-1 rather. 4-1 after Caleb Alderson got his first goal as a Spud. Down low. Deep into the far corner. Played back out to the far point. Here comes White Bear Lake. And to the near side it comes to Colby Career. Long pass going rink wide. They're going to call icing on that one to stop play. I still can't figure out how that shot went in.
Yeah, and I tell you, I'm going to go back as another 200-foot play by the Spuds all the way up the ice. The D, Searles collects it, finds his partner Career across the ice. He makes an outlet pass to the wing, and Ian Ness really makes the play of the goal where he consumes a strong forecheck, gets it to Alderson who does the rest, but I think he snuck it in up high.
Play comes back now near side. White Bear Lake coming up with possession to Charlie Olson. He puts a shot on and another nice save for Jacob Van Het. He's had his opportunities tonight and has stood tall, allowing just that one goal.
We got a little bit of jaw jacking going back and forth as the Bears are getting irritated.
Rode stands in for White Bear Lake. Corton for Moorhead. Spuds have it. Stolen away by Rode. He turns, he shoots, he fires, and the save made by Jacob Van Het. Well, you can see now that down 3 goals, White Bear Lake is taking every opportunity they can that is open to get a shot. Van Het coming up with a stop save there. And back into the draw for Nolan Rode, who draws it to the outer edge. Gallatin steers it back into the corner, and it comes back to Ryerson, and the Spuds have it. And it's tipped free, and it's picked up by Corton. Near side it comes, wind up by Tweet. Tweet brings it to the near corner where it's pulled away, and Kotzmacher has it back up ice for White Bear Lake, but he overskates the play, and it comes back to him, and now we've got hooking.
Yeah, the Bears on this entire shift by this line, Kotzmacher, Olsen, and Rode, they're trying to turn the tide of the game, and they're aggressive on the forecheck. They were starting to do a little bit of chirping, as the kids say, to try to get under the skin of the Spuds, and right there, Olsen just trying to create a turnover, does so. and they were going to have a good scoring chance for Kotzmacher, but the official thought it was a little bit too much at the stick.
So once again, the Spuds are on the power play, leading 4-1 here in the third with 5.5 minutes remaining. A pass comes all the way through. Play comes back out to center ice. Picked up by Gavin Lindberg. He turns around, sends it in deep, and it rolls from the far corner back to the near side where Carson Triggs is there to play it. Tied up by Ryerson, back into the corner. Scrambled after. Here's Ryerson with a windup and a shot just missing up and away. Back out to the far point where Grammer has it. He slides his way and then delivers the pass. The shot just wide. Moorhead getting some good looks here with that extra skater as it goes to the far side. Nice defensive job in the far corner by Carson Triggs as he maintains position and gets possession before pulling it loose from behind the net. Circling up to the near side. Waiting for an opening, it goes to the far point. And from there, the shot blocked away. Bentz chasing it to the near side. Back out it comes to Grammer. He'll slide down into the near corner and go from there. Grammer goes behind the net. Gallatin catching up to him there, and it works its way free before it's popped up and then comes down. Skates are holding it against the wall before it's lifted up, but the Spuds keep it in. Here's Grammer with a soft touchdown low, blocked away. 4:08 to go in the period. 4:05 to go in regulation. Spuds leading at 4-1, still on with the extra skater, and it's steered behind the net. Play picked up by Gavin Lindberg. He looks in from the corner. Up on top, Ryerson shoots, and he was going for that upper corner and just missed. Rebound comes back out, and the Spuds have it. 10 seconds left on the power play. To the far side, Gavin Lindberg carries it down low. Tried to wrap it in from there. And the whistle blows and stops play with 4 seconds left on the White Bear Lake penalty. And you're right about the extracurricular types of things going on that seems to have heightened here as the game is drawing to a close.
Yeah, and that penalty, the Spuds did a nice job of working around and getting some opportunities. It also took 2 minutes off of the clock and a lot of energy for the Bears to kill that off. We'll see if they have a push here in the final 3:40.
Play into the corner, picked up by Stahlberger. White Bear Lake is back at full strength. Spuds turn, shoot, block, and covered up and hung on for the save. A nice job by Nick Petman. He's had his challenges tonight, there's no doubt about it, but he's been playing well.
A lot of traffic there and a good entry pass from Colby Creer into Tom Schrader right up in a shooting area, and Tom turns and rips it on Petman, and Joe Corton right there.
Moorhead is 38 shots on goal so far tonight. Out to the far side. Lifted ahead, all the way down to the corner. Scramble for it there. It's tied up. Worked its way loose. Moorhead comes up with it. They head up ice on the rush, 3-on-2. Here's Joe Corton feeding it to the far side. The return pass just ahead and off the stick of Justin Stahlberger. From behind the net, Schrader picks it up. He's trying a wraparound, and the net has come forward and falls down. We've seen the net go backwards and off its pegs, but not quite forward like that.
Not very often, yeah. And that was a beautifully set up line rush. Again, a 200-foot play from the Spuds where Colby Creer starting it by riding his man off the play below the goal line in his own end, and Joe Corton with low center support swoops in and gets the loose puck, and out they come, and they attack 3-on-2. They move it wide out to Tom Schrader, and then Tommy finds Stahlberger in the slot, and then they go to work down low. And
Moorhead gets last change, so they're going to take this opportunity to bring on a new group. And we've got some people who are seeing first varsity time as Joey Semenich comes on. He's at a wing. Ian Ness and Parker Gast, both getting their first varsity competition. It goes high in the air. Dish deep into the far corner. And a big collision there, but everybody keeps their position. Ian Ness poking it along. Pulled away loose, scrambled back, near side Moorhead. Backhanded along the wall. Deep into the corner, dished away there and off to the far side. Ian Ness giving chase. Leaves it in the corner. Moorhead pursuing it. Popped up in the way, and it's Parker Gast who comes up with it. Out to center and through and deep into the far corner. Parker Gast did manage to get it on goal. It came up against the pipes, and the save, the glove save then by Nick Petman.
Nice burst of speed from Parker, gassed up the wing. And sometimes you need to just get going and make sure that puck gets down the ice, and Parker's actually able to pull away from the Bears and work his way on the edge and roll one in on net.
So they head off and have experienced their first varsity competition. Play is on now after the exchange. And a rush for the puck near side is swept up against the wall. Played out of the zone, and Moorhead has it on the attack. On the far side, Thomas Schrader goes deep into the corner. Circles the net. Schrader, 2 minutes to go here in regulation. It's out on top, and Cyril sends it in. He was looking for a little deflection down low by Corton, and it's deflected back and into the near corner plate. As they work it along, it comes off the wall. Battling for it there. It comes out to Cyril's on top. Now Corton delivers it down low. And it comes out to center. To the near side they play. Battled for it. Scrambled after. Here's the approach by Wyatt Tweet. He sends a hard shot, and it's blocked off to the far side. 1:26 now showing. Spuds needing a win to even up their mark on the year. White Bear Lake wanting to avoid that 500 mark as they come in with 3 wins and 2 losses. To the far side. Sent down behind. On his way up ice, Joe Schiller. Long toss goes behind the net. Back to the near side now for Caleb Alderson. Swept out to the point, kept in by Creer. Less than a minute to go here tonight. Spuds putting 2 on the board in the first. No scoring in the second. Have added 2. White Bear Lake has added 1 here in the third period. And as time runs down, the Spuds have a 4-1 advantage and the puck at center ice. Here's Colby Creer. He'll send it down low. All the way around to the far side. Moorhead making a quick change as it comes loose. Corton tried to catch up to it, but it was rolling right on towards Joe Schiller, who plays it back to the near side. Now Corton feeding it. Moorhead will be content to play a time-consuming style of play here as they work it out, and it's taken away on a long rink-wide pass. Rolling it around behind the net. Michael Delaney's pass comes near side, up in front. Here's the turn and the look. Delaney in the near corner. Tapped it behind the net, but time has run out. And the Spuds earned their way to a 4-1 victory. A recap when we return. Again, our final score tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. Spuds 4, White Bear Lake 1.